We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. Working the ground game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the play. They give it back to him. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Right side, it's Denmark. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
2nd down to the air. Under pressure. Pulls it in. Turning it on. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Hokies are rolling down the field. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep. React to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Snapped on 4th down. Stepping to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The give. They were all over it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Tight end now in motion. Got his man. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Gonna have to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stretch the defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right?
Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Wide receiver going in motion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Looking for the edge. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Handoff for Jarrett. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Hits inside, it's Gibson. He's past the sticks. Maybe some room here. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. In the red area, it's Gibson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Singleton. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Denmark. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on 1st down. Right down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Knocked down immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All kinds of room to the right. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's a give to Gibson. He's got enough. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more...
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. First play of this drive. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Singleton. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
First play of the drive, read option left. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup. 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Baker. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. He's going to take off. At the 15, he's loose. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Denmark. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Caught. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to go up top on second down. Had to force that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 11 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's some daylight. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes the tackle.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down. Great job by this offense. Move the chains. Give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
Ready, go.
Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He'll pull it down. Gets it inside the 10. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving it 27 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Gibson one more time. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Hokies sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Reese?
Holly, we'll see how they react. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass, it's Baker. Moves to his right. Right side, it's Denmark. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Turns into the pile. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Drops back on first down. Rolls right. Makes the grab.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll ride him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. And you want that clock to run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Baker. Rush is on. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
Play action on first down. Look out! And his throw is incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide left, it's Eccles. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Gibson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on second down. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw it. Under pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. He got it. Beat down in bounds.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up, and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
On the option. He can't make it in. The 2-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the 4th. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give as they work on that clock. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down to the air. They're all over it. He's sacked. This defense all over it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, execute.